Welcome to SkyTech Enterprise Solutions. In today's video, we continue our review of Copilot within the PowerApps environment. As you can see, I currently am in my PowerApps environment here, and I have some apps down here, but in today's video, we're going to start using Copilot. So basically, we're going to use everyday words to describe what our app should essentially do. And we've done this in previous videos, but this is a continuation of that. All right, so I'll just go ahead and type in create a ticketing system for I'll say web developers, staff members, and tickets queue managers. Okay, so we'll say managers. Allow So I'll say allow ticket queue managers to assign tickets to developers. Yep, we'll keep it that simple. Click on the send icon. And now we see that we have ticket ID, ticket title, assigned developer, and ticket status. So it kind of accomplishes what we're looking for. But then again, I want add developer email address. And I'll say ticket submitters email address. I think that's fair. Again, I'll hit the send icon there, and we see that these columns are created now. Copilot is great. It's not perfect yet. So there are certain things that, for instance, if I were building this by hand, I would not have spaces within my column names. I don't know if I can tell Copilot to actually do that. It may or may not. So let's say remove spaces between column names. Send. Wow, look at that. So yeah, Copilot is pretty cool. All right, so we have developer email address, ticket submitter's email address. And again, Copilot is fairly new. All the features have not yet been, it's not really widely known. So folks are testing it out. In some environments, it's kind of frowned upon because folks, if you're hired to build PowerApps, management wants to know that you're actually building this thing and you know exactly what's going on. You need to know exactly what's under the hood, right? What's on the back end, what code is running the interface. So, but these are good capabilities to know about. You can actually use Copilot to start a project and have your base platform created for you by Copilot. All right, let's see what else we want. So we want, let's look at a table. I don't think I'll see much here. Yep. Anyway, we want to add So this is a ticketing system for web developers. So add website URL column. Yeah, there's some data that I want to capture. So I'm going to say add, I'll just say add the following columns. Okay. So I'll put a colon here, and well, it doesn't matter. I don't want to hit enter and then, this command goes to Copilot. So I'll just say website, and this time around, I'll just basically remove the spaces from my column names. So here we have website URL, task required, right? So task required, new site, right? So this can easily be a radio button that says new site or no, right? It's going to be yes or no. So I'll say new site. Well, yeah, this is a tough one. Yeah, because this should be under task required, right? Where you can say, well, this is a new site or not. This is an old site. It's an intranet page or an extranet page. So we'll skip that part. So we'll say add the following columns, website URL, task required. We'll say cleared with supervisor, right? So we want to make sure folks are clearing these requests with the supervisor before they're sending these out. But then again, the more I think about it, I think having spaces here would kind of allow Copilot to read it and understand what this is. So for instance, website URL, it should somehow know that this is maybe a multi-line data type, right? Task required should be a yes or no or drop down or radio button choice column, basically. So I'll leave that for now, and then I'll do the whole thing about removing spaces between column names later. So the next thing we want to do here is, I think this is fair. So I'll just go ahead and click on send and watch Copilot do the heavy lifting. Again, remember, Copilot is building this database in the Dataverse. So this is not a SharePoint list. Again, I'm going to go over here and I say remove spaces from column names. Now let me test this feature and find out if I can go back and reuse. No, I can't. Okay. Well, but what if I come in here and I do a thumbs up? What would you like? Ah, okay, so this sends feedback. Got it. All right, so I'm going to go in here and remove spaces from column names, hit send, and watch Copilot do its magic. All right, so here we have our columns all laid out. I'm going to click on Create App. As we can see within, I mean, these are, I guess, simpler requirements. So within a minute, we see that Copilot is actually building this thing out. So the database was pretty much laid out in terms of the columns when we were looking at it, and now the user interface is also being created. At this moment, I have nothing to ask from Copilot. I just want to review what Copilot has created. So I'm going to click on that X button there, or icon. So I noticed that Copilot is very fond of building this type of layout, right? Where you have your containers, you have uh, your search input here, and then you have your tickets listed here as a gallery. And then once you click on them, it opens the detail screen. On the right hand side, you have your edit icon and your delete icon. Obviously, again, what is missing here is the icon that refreshes or resets this search input. So for instance, if I went in here and I type in Jane, right, I get Jane Smith is in here, but there's no way for me to clear this out except to basically delete it. So again, I'm going to insert a button. All right, we'll just keep it here just for this demonstration, and we'll say reset. And its job is going to be exactly what we named it as. I want to round the edges a little bit because I noticed that's the general theme here. If you notice, we have these rounded edges. And let's see how much I can reduce the font size to maybe 13. And semi-bold, we'll go with normal to kind of give it a better look. Okay. And I also noticed that once it's basically stretching based on the screen size. So this guy right here, this button gets left statically where it's at. So that's something easy that we can fix. As you can see here, we need to move it to, let's see, we'll move this guy to in here or there. Let's see where we can put him. Yeah, probably there. All right, let's see what happens. Oops. Guess I'll have to do my cut. So here we're doing a cut. And we'll come in here, we'll say, hey, container, we'll do a paste in here. All right. Okay, so that's pretty good. Anyway, so what we want to do, as you can see, it's moving around based on, it's basically enclosed right now in this container, right? So it's going to move around based on the size as you resize the screen. Anyway, long story short, now we want to reset it. We want to be able to reset this input. Obviously, our code, we don't have any code here, but how do we reset this input text box here? We're basically going to run our reset function. And let's see if it works. I'll hit save. And now we'll go and say, what was it, Sarah? And we'll see if that works. Yep. So we can now reset this text box and make sure that we can clear it out. So anyway, that's something I found that Copilot is not doing, but this is very user-friendly feature. Obviously, you can see that this icon is a little higher up within the container. So maybe we can look at the XY coordinates of that plus sign there. And it's probably some padding too. So let's see if we can do padding. Can we do padding? I'll mostly do the top padding here. Oops, did I type 20? So that's for within the text within the button itself. But anyway, I probably play around with this and figure out where it goes. But now we're able to reset this text box. So that's pretty good. So let's go and test this out. So we'll say new. All right, so assign developer. See, these are all text fields. Actually, you know what? Let's do something real quickly. Where is Copilot when I need them? So here I'm going to say, So I'll say set assigned developer as a people picker. All right. So I'll say set assigned developer column, or I'll say text, right? Text box. Something simple as that. Let's see if this works. Come on, Copilot. I know you can do it. Sorry, I can't process that much information. So maybe while I was building this out, it's probably when I should have asked Copilot to do that, right? But again, we all know Copilot is in its infancy, but it's growing up, and one day it'll do wonders. I think it's already doing wonders already. Um, so it'll get you to a point, but not all the way, and then you'll have to do things for yourself. So here we'll just come in and type in Homer Simpson. So here we'll do yes, and I'll just make this easy on myself. Do a copy paste Homer Simpson at abc.com. Task required, create a new web page. And oh, sorry. So this cannot be. So Homer Simpson, wait a minute. Where is my submitter? So we have assigned developer, developer email address, and then here's the ticket submitter. Okay, great. So here we'll just say this is, should it be Bart or Lisa? I think Lisa is smart. So we'll just do, we'll put Lisa here, and then we'll say on intranet site. So that's the task required. And this we'll call it website enhancement. Okay, something like that. Which website URL? We'll just put this make.PowerApps. And ticket ID number should be automatically generated. I guess that's something I could have told Copilot earlier as well. Now, when it's being submitted, when your ticket is being submitted, we really should not see, I guess maybe we should be able to see this, but it should automatically default to something, whether it's open, I'll say open, right? It's not in progress, it's not been assigned. Well, here it's been assigned, so I guess we'll just call it open for now, right? Just for the sake of this video. So I'll hit save. And now we have Homer Simpson down here. So if we come in here and type in Simpson, there goes Homer. We can reset it. So this is awesome. It works. And you can go ahead and build your flow behind this. Very simple PowerApp screen built by Copilot. This is awesome. Oh, how about we delete something? So we have John Doe, Jane Doe, Alex Johnson, Sarah Brown. We'll get rid of Michael Wilson. So we can also do, well, we'll get rid of the ticket created by Michael Wilson. And this is awesome, right? So once you click on delete, it says, do you want to delete this? If you change your mind, you go back to the same record. If you say delete again, then you actually do delete it, and then it disappears. All right, guys. So this is yet another video on our Copilot journey. As I mentioned earlier, I will be making more Copilot videos to basically walk through all the default templates that we have in Copilot for PowerApps. All right, so just watch out for the next video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.